I figured it out. It is because I'm doing the restream thing. So I think just for this stream, Tom, I'm going to stream like this, but I'm going to disable song requests, because that's the only reason I got copy strike. It's because people song requested songs that are, yeah, I don't usually get copy striked, so. But it was songs that got put into the thingy, so. And I'll probably set it up next time. I need to make sure it didn't like magically make another like live. Okay, it did. Can I delete this? I will, I think I'm gonna just play the in-game music for this little part. So, it doesn't get taken off of YouTube, so I'm gonna do that. So I need to turn that up. Too quiet. Turn your mic up and the game down a little. Okay. Mic up. Game down. Alright, how's that? Oh, the game is loud as fuck. What the fuck? Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the game. It's loud for me. How's that? Why did it do that? Turn the game down a bit more. Alrighty. Alright, that's how much I turned it down. Since there's a lot of sound effects, yeah. I put it to 8. Is that fine? This game is just fucking loud for me too. I'm gonna turn it down. Should be like right here, and then turned up a little bit, and that should be good. There we go. This is what the game usually sounds like to me. I don't know why I was so loud again. No, it does work, Tama. I'm streaming through Restream. So, and it doesn't let you do that with Restream. So I think what I'm going to do next time is set it up so that it'll do the Twitch thing, but it'll automatically upload my VODs to YouTube instead of just, like, restreaming. Yeah. I wrote literally nothing down for this. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna set it up that it'll be like that and then put my own music or whatever. Yeah, we're definitely back. For now. It's cool that you can double stream, but like, damn, I need to make a playlist of non-copyrighted music or music that's not gonna give me copyright on YouTube. Okay. I'm gonna give it like, I'm gonna give people like 5 minutes to get here or whatever. Wait, I'm playing on 0 input lag and training mode? Holy shit. This is why I drop everything. What the fuck? What am I doing? This is a Carmine downplay stream. It's more like a perspective. A Carmine perspective stream. And also a little bit of tips. Talk about some of the new stuff. You know, it's been a little bit, YouTube's been out. So we can have a conversation. Yeah. 6-hour Carmine video essay. I did not prepare for this at all because I was, you know, so it'll be a lot of rambling, but I think I'll be able to figure something out. Yeah, we'll start at like 7:05. We can talk. I'm not fucking inviting I'll invite Pesto in the call, but I'm not inviting fucking Matt in the fucking call, dude. Wow, who would have guessed it? That has a fuzzy off of the disco ball. Who would have thunk it? You gonna have a fucking fuzzy, man. Yeah. Unbelievable activity. I mean, just because you're one of the best American Uni players. Did you see the Masoma cooking stream? That's evidence right there. That's evidence right there. It don't matter. That has fuzzies, yeah. Fuzzy. Fucking Squirt, man. What made Carmine special? There was characters that had fuzzies. You know, Lon had a fuzzy. You gotta unban Toxics. He said he good. I'm crying. Oh, that's some fighting words. Hokusai better than Squirtoria. Fight me! Insanity. Insanity at work. Y'all got money on? I mean, I gotta put my money on Squirt. He ain't gonna let me down, right? He ain't gonna let me down. Squirt lied as naturally as he breathed. I don't even remember how he did this shit. Damn, that doesn't work. What the hell? Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back, and then we'll probably start with this little discussion. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Okay. Toxic should be good now. Nah, no worries. Can't request any songs right now anyway to flip shit up, so Yep, he's alive. Alright. Where do I start? Where do I start? These niggas are still talking about this first to three. Squirt just wanna bully up on someone. Don't play that nigga. Don't play that nigga, Squirt. Alright, it is 7:07, so I will begin now. I really first want to talk about the little bit of history. Like, first of all, I've been playing Carmine a lot longer than people have thought. I did play this character in Clear. I definitely did. If you've watched my streams enough, like if you were there during Clear any bit, you know that Carmine is like one of my favorite characters in Under Night. Like if I had to rank my favorite characters in Under Night, it'd be like Hyde, Lond, like Carmine. Really tough to pick the like last two, but definitely those three. Maybe like Phonon and I couldn't really pick a last one. Maybe like Gord or Enkidu or something. But those are basically my favorite characters. And you know, I've had the opportunity to play like Lond and Hyde. Like everyone knows me for those two characters, but I never really put my chance, like my shot in the Carmine in Clear. But I did play him. I did play Carmine in Clear. You probably didn't see it that much because I'm not gonna play that Carmine in Clear and Carmine and Uni 2 are very they're really not that different. When you look at it, when you look at the details, they're really the same. They're doing the same, like same character, same shit. It's really mostly system changes that affect this character the most from Clear to Uni 2. And it's more like I wouldn't really want to play Carmine in a version where like defense is like nigh impenetrable compared to this version where everyone's kind of like defense is still really good. Don't get it twisted. Defense is still very good. It's just more active. You have to, you know, slam 3D. You have to guard thrust. They want you to guard thrust more. They want you to VO more. They want you to 3D. There's a lot more shit you can do on defense. It's still good. You will get killed sometimes, but it could win you the entire game from a VO. Guard thrusting out might, because guard thrusting can still win you cycle, even though guard thrust takes all your grit away. You can still win cycle with it. You can still do certain things with that. And 3D is like the ultimate. Like I feel like I want to steal cycle. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I think you're gonna frame trap and you're not gonna be able to react to it. I'm gonna do it. See a fireball, do it. So defense is, you can interact more, but it leads you to dying more. And the big difference between Clear and Uni 2 for the people that did not play Clear is that in Clear, so 1 AD in Uni 2 gives you stand tech. In Uni Clear, this would give you shield, which completely changes the strike throw. In Uni Clear, strike throw is like a triangle, because in Uni Clear, you would have to so this is how it would work. So say the person's like 1ADing, I'm just gonna make him crouch shield, you know, and then I'll new feature that's really good is that you can make them delay it. So let's say your opponent is 1ADing, right? Let's pretend this is Clear. So it's like, okay, you know, Doesn't lose to frame trap. Doesn't lose to staggered lows, or I'm not playing a character with a staggered low, but it doesn't lose to staggered normals, frame trap, etc, etc. So how do you beat this? How do you beat 1AD and clear? Well, I gotta delay it a little bit more so it can simulate what it would be like. So you do something like that. Okay. Seems simple enough. Now, what does the opponent do to beat you doing that? This is where anti-air OSing comes into play. So we have Carmine, right? He's got a 3B. He will... let me delay this as well, because your opponent's gonna be like delaying it, yep, to like catch it like that, right? So this is how you would beat Assault. Because Assault is your most rewarding option to beat 1AD. So they will 3-bad, or 3-cad, or do any kind of anti-air OS to beat it, right? Okay. So, how do you beat the anti-air OS? It's simple. But he's delaying it a lot. You delay button. That's how you beat it. Or you can frame trap. If you're it really depends on timing, right? If they're doing it a little bit earlier, should work. Oh no. We try it at 6. There we go. So you can do frame trap. You can do stagger, like a simple stagger low, catch it. But mainly you're gonna be doing frame trap or delay button, right? So it's a triangle, basically. Strike throw in clear is a triangle because 1AD exists, and it's something that I liked, right? It was interesting. It means you have to really work hard to open your opponent up, and it also means if you work on your defense, it's really hard to open you up as well. Like, even a character with not good defensive options, it's still pretty hard to open you up. Simply because of the existence of 1AD, right? Simply because of the existence. And it makes it, it's really risky to blow up 1AD sometimes. And also, the tech window's bigger in Uniclear as well. Uniclear tech window is 14 frame. Uni 2 tech window is 12 frame. Okay. So that's how it was before. It's extremely hard to open people up. Like, strike throw wise, extremely hard. Dashes are worse. Even Carmine's dash was extremely... The startup was a lot longer. A lot more telegraphed than now. So when you combine that all together, basically, you got a character that's like, okay, like, he has mix, right? But what do you do when your opponent blocks all the mix? What do you do? I mean, you have bomb. You have bomb shoot, right? But guess what? Let me do it like... He has 1AD. Your opponent kind of just has a, you know, shimmy check and throw tech OS right there with 1AD. So the removal of that changes a lot. The removal of 1AD changes a lot because this character, let's be real, had a hard time strike throwing people because of his dash and because of 1AD. It was pretty difficult, I'd say. It was pretty difficult for this character. Even with a bomb, which is funny, even with a bomb on top of the opponent with good defense, can have a pretty decent time at getting out. So that's the big reason for me why I didn't commit to this character, because mix-ups do cost health. You go for an entire mix-up sequence, you're gonna lose a lot of health, and if they block all that, It's like, okay, I gotta resort back to strike throw on a character where their strike throw is like, it's good. I mean, it's like it's not terrible. It's definitely not terrible, but it's pretty rough because you're spending so much health to do it. But now that's completely not the case because, like I said, the three things that I said. Tech window went from 14 to 12. 1AD now gives stand tech. So the strike throw triangle doesn't. It could still exist. I do have my theories, right? I do have my theories on how it can exist, but it doesn't really exist anymore because now you can beat pretty much every single OS in the game, which is delay button. You can just beat stand tech with delay button. You can beat you can beat the anti-air OS. This will catch rising OSs. It catch doing delayed button, frame trap, staggers will beat most of the OSs in the game. So it's very brain dead. It's brain dead. It's way more simple. It's definitely 10 million times more simple than Uniclear. Absolutely. And another thing they buffed, which is pretty universal, is movement. So Carmine's dash is a lot better, and also his backdash is way better. Which also means he gets to just normally shimmy people with his backdash. Oh, let me make it really late. Which will also... You can bait anti-air OSs like 3-bat and 3-cat as well. So with all those changes in mind, this character went from like, okay, he kind of doesn't really, past the mix-ups, he doesn't really have kind of a stable way to open people up. Because offline, if they're blocking the JAs and the fuzzies and they're shielding correctly, tech 1 throw, because the tech window's fucking huge. Tech window's massive. Yeah, 14 frame tech window with 1AD. So you have people that sometimes will react to throws, which can be detrimental for Carmine because his defense is a lot worse. A lot worse in clear. But now that's not the case now. This character is an absolute beast and has something consistent going on now finally with strike throw because you can bomb shimmy people and they can't shield. They can't like 1AD. They're going to have to guess. This character, pretty much every character is like putting you in like, not real 50-50s obviously, but we finally got some kind of like normal strike throw that most other fighting games have, right? We're getting there. But it obviously gets more complicated because you can still delay your OSs and delay your mash and stuff like that. And with the new addition, this is honestly new. VO actually being like a just a defensive option now instead of like a strict tool to steal cycle. It's now an actual defensive option because it's really fast. This is what I think is going to replace 1AD VO because it's really 1AD beats frame trap. It'll beat delayed button. It'll beat staggers and staggered A normals. So it's kind of the replacing spot, but it's obviously if you get caught you die. So. And I'd say it's a lot more punishable because you're losing all that meter and you're taking damage and you're probably going to explode because the damage is really high. Good segue. Speaking of damage, this character has the probably the highest damage fuzzies in the game. Or not fuzzies, shimmies, excuse me. He has the highest like damage shimmies in the game and also the safest shimmies in the game as well because he has the bomb. He has the bomb as well. He has his wheel. His wheel can also auto shimmy for him as well. So I'm gonna put my controller down for a sec. So when you account all those things, for me, I want to play a character that has some semblance of consistency. I need a character with consistency in terms of game plan. Like you can have. I used to play Hyde. I used to play Hyde in Clear, and Hyde definitely was not a consistent combo character. He has some confirms that you have to do, you know, awkward stuff to pick up off of random hits and stuff. He did have that stuff. That's fine, but Hyde's game plan is consistent and it works. It's super consistent. But Carmine was not that kind of consistent character. He's kind of like he'll maybe like mix you to death one round and then the other round, you know, okay, they blocked all the mix-ups and I lost all my health. I have to strike throw now because I do more pressure and I lose health. Or like I go for strike throw and they tech it. It's, you know, I'm in an extremely bad spot, and getting put on defense with Carmine before was pretty bad, So in basically this character's general game plan is this is the same character. Let's be real. It's the exact same character. It's got the same mix. You know, he can still do the bomb shimmies, fuzzies, etc., etc. But everything is just consistent now. He has consistency. They made this character consistent. Like, inherently, he's not as consistent as other characters because he uses health, right? But it's so much better now, and he's way much more like manageable. That, like, if we're going by the tier list of some of the best players in the country, they're putting Carmine top 5. And he really didn't even change that much. We could talk about the changes right now. Let's talk about some of them. Some of the changes that happened. So the first one, which is a really important one, is that his 2A is now 6 frame. He has 2.6. This used to be 7 frame, which is basically made it worthless because 5A is ridiculous. But now he has a nice mash out option when he's crouching. Nice 6 frame, he can mash. 5A is still gonna be better because he has one of the best 5As in the game, right? But 2A is still nice. Could help when you want to make a mash attempt and not stand up, like for 2A. Okay. So that's nice. Another thing is being able to OTG with one of his best normals. This is like the normal you'll press the most. It's his 2C. He can now pick up with another 2C, which is insane. This move did not OTG before. This would not work before. This is really huge for confirms in general. Like if you get a hit and you really just need to close out a game or something, you get like a far hit or something, you just need a simple pickup. You can pick up with that. Another one, I believe, 5B also did not pick up as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this did not OTG as well. So now he has 2 moves he can OTG with now, which is great. Because, yes, this means that his combos are easier. Because before, you'd have to do weird stuff. But now you can keep it simple. That's 2C again if you're close enough. That's 5BB. Really nice changes to this character that I don't think are super broken. Is like a lot of characters can get pickups like that. So that's nice. Another new change that he got is that his this is the craziest one. His 6.6C is now multi-hit, and I think it went from 18 frame to 15 frame. 18 frame to 15 frame, and it is -1 on block now. This is one of the things that I wanted to talk about the most, because this is the move that I think is gonna differentiate between old Carmine players and new Carmine players. Because if you are not using this move, you're trolling, because this is like one of the best moves he has ever gotten. This move didn't really exist before. It was a combo ender. But now, only is it a combo ender, it is an insane pressure tool. Because one of the big problems with this character is people jumping. Even in the corner, people jumping. But now he has this move that he can actually throw out to catch people trying to assault or jump back. Like a big example. Let me see if I can set this up so I can show you properly. Let's say we got the opponent trying to assault at me. This should clear it. Let me make sure this will. Okay, not like that, but let me put him on break. Yeah. Okay. So say you have someone that's like, you're playing neutral. You know, you're like they're waiting for you to throw out 6B again, right? So you could sit there and 3B and anti-air or press 5B or whatever, but now you kind of have a move that you can just throw out and it'll cover two different things. It'll cover like maybe it'll cover people doing dash up button, dash block, assault, etc., etc. So this is really nice. Extremely nice for this character. So when you've made your opponent respect your pressure, you can start throwing this move out to catch their callouts. It's extremely good. Move is very good, and I haven't even gotten on to like the insane stagger window on this move. It has such a big stagger window. You can like go to the very end, and it'll. Let me get a good example actually. So let's get a character with a 5 frame like Linne. Get a character with a 5 frame. Even if you do it that late, this will still trade in your favor. And should lead to 4K. Hold on, let me do the right combo. Okay, not 4K, but they're exploding. We can talk about matchups in a little bit, but this is really, it's really disgusting because all of his frame trap options are safe and lead into at least 3.8. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Really nice. And if you have a puddle, you can go into plus frames. Really nice. Another feature of this move is the pushback. If you notice, you see how far he goes back. A move. My most important piece of advice for new players is, it don't matter if the move is like a little bit minus. As long as it's got a lot of stagger, no one's gonna mash on this shit. So you just have this insane stagger window move, and it pushes him back a lot. So you can just do like 660 walk back, and that'll call out a lot of moves. This should even call out Linne 2B right here. Yep. Really hard to mash out here. Like, okay, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna press 2C. I'm gonna call him out, and then he just takes his turn. It's such an obscene move. It's so cheap. If you get them locked in the corner, and they be jumping a lot, they be trying to jump at you, maybe jump back, throw this move out. Gives some really nice pressure. He doesn't. You know, you don't even have to spend any blood if you want to, because you can just do this over and over. Walk back. You can run up throw. You can assault. This move is very good. This is the move that's going to differentiate between the people that are playing the new version of Carmine. But I mean, if you want a combo, you can keep it really simple if you hit this move. something really simple. You can get obviously way higher damage than that, but you will get maybe sometimes where you hit them like really far at the tip of it, and you'll have to. It really just depends on the distance and stuff like that. So I recommend going to look around yourself for those combos. But that's like the big thing. That's like the new big thing, basically, in my eyes, is this move right here. This move is... It's something. It's something else. It's something else. But, what is the next thing? Oh yeah. Let's talk about his command grab. The input has changed on his EX command grab, so now you don't have to do that, you don't have to do that freaky input. You don't have to do that anymore because you get the command grab. I believe there is not a new combo doc for this character yet, but there is combo docs for like clear, and most of those combos still work. But a lot of the Carmine combo masters are still working on getting a new doc, but the clear one does work, so I can post that. Let me see if I can get it, or at least Pesto can get it on. There's also this video that's pretty good. You have this video, and then you have, where is this? You have the Carmine combo guide as well. So these are old. I mean, they're not necessarily old, but they are the last version's combos, and they still work, and they still do mostly good damage. Combo gods are almost... A lot of the combos are pretty much the same. It's just some little new stuff. New combos for a move like this, etc. But back to what I was saying. His command grab is on a way easier input now. This is huge for defense. This is very, very big. So you can get this out on a lot of very weird spots now. You can get it out on... Like, it doesn't take much effort. That's a huge bonus in his defense. And another thing that boosted his defense is this move. This move used to not be fully invul. So that means that if someone used the move that was active, super active, it would just lose. It would just completely lose. But now that's not the case at all. This is a real reversal. You can throw this out. You can get up to some shenanigans. I mean, I haven't got to that yet. His D, you could always make his DP plus. So in combination with that, you can now just have this plus invul neutral skip because it's plus. I was gonna get to it, but the big thing is it's full invul, so you can throw this out now. That is very helpful for defense. This being an easier input is nice, and it lets him do stuff like this. And this is just real. That's really huge. You can be more plus than that too, depending on how it hits. Yeah, like that, like plus 11. Really nice. Right there as well. I'm trying to think if I'm skipping over any important things, but those are like the main things right there. A lot of it is just little stuff too, which is funny. It's not really crazy. The only crazy one I'd say is 66C. Oh yeah, I remember this one. His 6B is a little faster, actually. It is definitely a little faster. I remember learning about that. So that kind of helps with his neutral having a faster 6B. It's blaring across the screen. Because when you have a fast fireball like this, you're going to be using it as like a poke, right? So you want it to be fast. You want this to come out really fast so you can actually poke with it, because it is 14 frames. So it's not bad. Yeah, I was gonna get to that as well. The 2-2. The 2-2 untech. The new 2-2 untech gives some access to a lot of new combos. A lot of things just work. Like, with all those changes that I said, the two ones that matter the most for combos are 6-6C being faster and 2-2 having more untech, so it allows you to just do simple combos like this and do pretty good damage. So once again, just really simple changes to the character. Pretty simple changes. And I want to talk about the new move, because I don't think the new move was pretty. Well, there's two new moves. Let's start with the one that isn't really that great. It's like kind of like why they gave him this. This move probably needs more exploration, but Carmine having a dive kick, it's like, I mean, 15 frame. It's a uni dive kick, so space it properly is just not punishable. But his doesn't seem that great. It doesn't. It seems like it's like, okay, it's nice. It adds a little bit more chaos to his defensive options, because now you have a dive kick. Having no dive kick is worse than, you know, having a dive kick, you know. So it is not plus. This is 0. It's basically 0 or -1. It is more safe though, which is nice, but you don't really want to be increasing a dive kick in someone's face. But my mindset, in my opinion, it's like I said, you know, you could not have a dive kick. This could be helpful in some scenarios, like say you might fuck up something, whiffing a dive kick. Like for Linne's a good example, actually. Linne's a good example for this, actually. Let me record this. This should be something like that. So if I'm right, yeah, see, like that. Like for characters that have really annoying moves like this, like I even delayed it. You have to delay it a lot, but you can just do you can do something like that, and that's also a lot faster than doing assault. So it's nice to have this way faster low crush option. So it does have a use. It does have a use. TK J6B. I mean, of course it's plus. Why would this be minus? Why would this be? Why would it be minus? Dropping a fireball on me. But I think this move is I'm not gonna say it's like spectacular or good or it's like garbage, but it's there, and it does have a purpose, and it's a way faster low crush option than assaulting. Like if you want to patch out a dash low, someone pressing a long big low that like it's just gonna be a lot faster compared to like increased JC or assault JC, and even doing TK J6P. This is gonna be a lot. This is gonna be a lot better getting over stuff. And if you hit it at like the right spacing, you're not gonna be punishable even on shield. It's got a decent hitbox too. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Carmine with the dive kick, better with Carmine without a dive kick. Let's make that conclusion. But the other move, though, this move right here, this move's pretty good. Move has some application. has some application. It gives him access to a really huge confirm, which is being able to with combination with the new AB move, the new steer ender. We call it the steer ender. It allows him to get knockdowns off of hits that he has a really rough time getting, which is really huge. This is absolutely huge, because before you would not get anything, but now you're getting a full knockdown into wheel Loki, which is insane. Absolutely, that's absolutely insane. Like the combo application for this move is so nice. It even works like in the corner as well if you're like really far away and you need to pick up. It's really nice, really nice. And also just for neutral in general, it's a pretty nice hitbox to throw out. Reaches pretty far. So not bad. It's a little minus, but you can mostly make it safe. With like hitting 2-2 and stuff like that. The increase version is, I'd say, not as good as the normal version, but it does have one big benefit in that this move has like infinite untech time. You can do this move 3 times in a row and it'll all connect. This move is insane. Carmine players are still investigating on combos for this move, but this move is definitely going to be very worth it for corner carry, because the untech time is insane. Literally just letting you fully dash up into a full combo. Pretty nuts. And that's pretty much the gist of those two moves. The increase one is kind of only a combo like tool for like corner carry, and 6FF has more application in neutral and punishes and combo. Oh yeah, don't forget it is jump cancelable. I forgot to talk about that. Lets him get like weird combos like that. It is jump cancelable. So you can do some, you can make some shit shake. Pretty nice move. Pretty nice move. Both of them. Definitely a lot more useful than the dive pick. But that's pretty much the main changes. Those are the main changes with the character right there. Better defense, better confirms. Just those are the two big things. Those are the two big things right there. Is that he's got better defense in the form of a faster button and easier reversal, an actual real reversal, and a dive kick, which does help with defense. This does help. So he's got it going on, and then combos as well. Yeah, his 2A used to be 7 frame. Can you believe it? This used to be 7 frame. You would not use this move ever. You would use 5A. But now you have a reason to use 2A now. So congratulations. You have a usable 2A now. That definitely has a purpose now. Even if it's not as big as 5A. And doesn't hit people. Doesn't hit like anti-air like 5A. Because being able to crouch fuzzy mash is really important in this game. Like, you have a 5A as good as Biox 5A, why would you not be pressing that? But yeah, he's got way better defense, combos, these moves right here help his combos, 6-6 for combos, pressure, all that. So as a whole, like, same character, everything's just easier, everything just works. and he got a little bit of icing on the cake. You know, he got some sprinkles. He got a little bit extra. He got a little bit extra on there. So really nice. I guess I'll talk about. I did forget to talk about the fuzzy thing. We can talk about it real quick. Basically, the fuzzy works on more people now. The universal fuzzy, the Assault JA fuzzy, will now hit characters like Linne and Vat. I think it's Linne and Vat. I already talked about the 180 thing, but the fuzzy now works on more characters, which is really nice. But that goes along with basically this whole version of Carmine is just making him consistent. Consistency in the fact that his fuzzies work. Oh yeah, I gotta check in. Haha. I'll do that real quick. It's consistency. Consistent combos. Consistent confirms. Consistent defense. Consistent mix-up. Everything is consistent. That's the thing about this character, and that's what made me finally make the move. That's what made me make the move to this character, is because when I got my hands on him, I'm like, wait, I don't have to do weird confirms anymore for stuff. You know, the reward off of hits like 6B are way better. So it's been a blast. Like the system changes benefit this character so much. The high damage, the defense being the way it is, and being a set play character, everything is like in this character's favor at the moment. Now, do I think this character's broken? A bit. But let's be real, he is. Carmine's always been a broken character. Let's be real. He's only been held back by other characters and just the game. But him by himself, if you put him on, like, if you just talk about him, he's definitely like real fuzzy, real high-low mix. Doing 4K off of a shimmy, he's always been able to do that. All that stuff is the same. He's definitely a bit broken. Do I think he's like I don't know, like super? I really don't think he's that. I really don't think if there was a patch for this game, nothing would have to change about this character besides his damage. That's literally it, and that's most characters in this game. He's definitely not like what I call is a god tier uni character. He's not like Landrakia or Yuzu. Is he top 5? Probably. In my opinion, I think he's top 10 because I think there's a lot of other characters. He still has flaws. That's the big thing, is he definitely still has weaknesses, and people don't really want to talk about that. Compared to the characters like Lond and Yuzu, who don't lose to any characters. They don't lose to any characters. No bad matchups. And they're still infinitely more consistent than Carmine because he uses his health. Using your health definitely adds an element of inconsistency, no matter what. No matter what. He does have weaknesses. HP loss and that matters. That does matter. That's nothing wrong with that. He's still very good with those weaknesses. Nothing wrong with that. He needs those weaknesses because if he didn't like get folded by characters like Eltnum and Nakaski, and he still has a rough time against Linne, Enkidu, like if he didn't have that shit, then this character would be really fucking obnoxious. But being like Carmine is still like top 3 hardest character in the game to pilot. He still is. Even with all of the things that they made him easy with, he's still up there with like That and Chaos. He's still one of the hardest characters to pilot, so you have to play this character. That's like, this is just from my experience playing him in Uni 2 for like, Uni 2's been out for like what, 2 months now? 2 months? With a little bit of beta in 2 months and playing him a little bit in clear. It's definitely easier than clear. Let's not get it wrong. Nah, Carmine needs to spend health. Execution-wise, he is easier. Game plan-wise, he is easier. So he is infinitely easier, but he is still harder than majority of the cast. Majority of the cast, he still is harder than majority. Like, when I go back and play Lond and Hyde, I'm like, damn, this way easier. It's so much easier to just do shit. It is. Because you can go ham with a character like Lon and Hyde, and you don't have to worry about health and stuff like health and what buttons you're holding. The weird confirms that you're going to get when you're holding a bomb, because you're going to have to be able to do that. And you're going to have to be able to do that under big crowds of people. It's definitely harder. It's definitely harder, but let's not get it twisted. This character is very fucking good. He is good enough to win majors, solid character. Even with his bad matchups, he does good. This is a very good character. If you love set play characters, this is the character right here. This is the character to play. I do not think he's broken, but I do think he is very strong. He is a very, very strong character. He is... I would not put him up there with like Lond and Yuzu. I do not think he's like that. And he is one of the... He is definitely one of the winners. He is a winner of the patch, but I think it was... All the changes are like changes that this character has needed for a long time. Compared to like Lon, which is like, why the fuck did he get Ice Rain? You know what Carmine got? He got a dive kick that's like okay. And he got 6FF, which is... It just helps with some combos. And some characters just got... just stuff. Carmine's definitely a little... He's a little weird. You know, everything's easier now. But if I wanted to give my biggest tip for this character... My biggest tip for this character is you don't have to do the hard shit to succeed with this character. Take your time. Take your time with this character. You don't even need to start doing double bomb holds and slides as a new player. You don't have to do this to succeed with this character. You could put down one bomb in the corner, and that's enough to get you started against pretty much anybody. That is my biggest tip. Keep it simple. Do the easy combos. Do easy setups. If you can't do bomb shit, just throw down the wheel and mix between the wheels. And you got something going. This character really only gets really hard when you start getting into the higher levels of the game, when you start playing stronger people. But you can just really keep it simple at the start, and it's gonna do you a lot, because you don't have to do the crazy shit to get this character running. You do not have to do that stuff. Combos are way easier now. You can really take your time. And then once you get a feel, the most important thing with this character, big tip, is understanding is neutral, because even to this day, I still have trouble understanding how do you play neutral with this character. But I'll talk about how I think his neutral is played. Basically, you want to get a puddle behind them. That is the big thing. You want a puddle behind them so you can skip in with plus 14, and you're in. That is like one of the most important things, is getting a puddle behind someone, because it means you can check them with FF if they're trying to shield. And you can also call them out for doing stuff across the screen. And you get the little bottom wheel as well. You throw it out. Which can also catch people out as well doing stuff. So it's very important to put a puddle near your opponent, whether it's behind them or in front of them. You want to get a puddle out. You want to get a puddle, and then you can just get in and start your pressure. Even just ending right here and having the puddle there so you can get back in, pretty nice. That's the conclusion I made with neutral, is getting that puddle and them getting hit with 63, and then you can start your strike throw offense. And the big goal with pretty much every character, it's like that. You want to get them in the corner. But for Carmine, it's absolutely a necessity. You want to get them into the corner. A lot of the time, you're going to be throwing and just dashing them into the corner. That's what you're going to be doing most of the time. Big thing is getting them in the corner. Because your little bomb and wheel mixes are not really going to work that well mid-screen because of backpick. So that's like a little tip for like basically neutral, is you want to get the puddle. You want to get the puddles down. That's the big key, is you want a puddle near your opponent so you can check them to do stuff, and it also gives you nice agency, because say if they try to run at you or jump, you got 63 anti-airs plus cover. If it trades, you're gonna win. Really important. So for the 2 tips that I talked about so far, keep it easy, basic neutral, and trying to think. I'd say the next one, it goes in tandem with the first one. Keep it simple, but also please take your time. You're playing one of the hardest characters in the game. I know you want to do, I know you want to do shit like this. The end goal is to do stuff like this. You want to do the double bomb. You want to do the fuzzy. You want to do the mix. You want to do the mix. You want to do the double bomb. You want to be able to slide and stuff like that. You want to do it, but you got to take your time. As a character, you cannot just bum rush. You want to take it piece by piece. Take it slow. Sometimes you're going to have to sit in lab and just practice. You're going to literally just practice swapping between your buttons with 2 bombs. I literally just do this sometimes. See, yeah, I fucked up right there. I shouldn't have swapped for that. Just literally practice like that. I got this down in like maybe like a month. Probably like a month. But I've been playing the game for a long time, right? And I was already playing Carmine, but don't let the time stress you. You'll get it eventually. This is a really cool character, and you don't want to, the reward for figuring that stuff out will feel very nice. Because a lot of characters in this version kind of hand shit to you. They kind of hand shit to you. But this character definitely does not if you want to do the most cool stuff with the character. And that's pretty much my thoughts. I think like my thoughts and tips, I think this character is obviously very good. He's up there with the best. He was not like that before. Carmine's basically always been mid-tier his entire life besides EL. He's been just a mid-tier. But now he's finally with the top dogs. So if you want to play a version of this, is the strongest version of Carmine. Oh, matchups. Yeah, matchups. Don't be discouraged about those really bad matchups. They're not as bad as before. Let's like bad. Let me go back to the character select. It'll be easier. Like Carmine, he really don't lose that much to. It's just some suspect characters that he has a little bit of trouble with, but don't be too discouraged by them. Like for example, this character gets folded by Akatsuki. It's evidence from the design of this character as a whole, in that the design of Akatsuki is to kill Carmine. It's just like that. It's gonna be like that, and that's okay. They're not as bad as before. I wouldn't even, you know, I'm gonna say it. I wouldn't even say Akatsuki's a terrible. It's not terrible. Could be worse. Could be worse. So it's not as bad. Or like, still he has a rough time against Enkidu. He has a rough time. Enkidu's got it pretty rough. But once again, a lot of these characters you really just have to be patient against. It's Enkidu. Akatsuki still struggles against Linne. I mean, Eltnum's pretty rough. Eltnum's just, it's rough. You'll figure it out. It's not bad. I don't think Faunum is a bad matchup. Don't think it's a bad matchup. A matchup that I'm not really feeling a fan of is Kuon. Not really feeling a fan of this matchup myself, but it's probably even. But from my experience, I'm not really feeling it. Dealing with a character like this, his defense is pretty rough. And it can stack up pretty bad when you're getting hit by flash kicks and shit. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Hyde's another one. That's definitely a bad matchup. This is I wouldn't want to play against Hyde with Carmine this version. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't do it. But I would do it because I love Carmine, but I'm just saying, you know. Hyde definitely has a fun time against Carmine, and yeah. Yeah, Hyde is something. But that's pretty much it. He either beats or goes even with every single other character, so he don't really lose to anyone else. So that's the matchup spread. He loses to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That's it. And you know, I'd probably put Lon on there for 6. Probably Lon, because Lon's overpowered. He's extremely overpowered right now. And that's probably it. Don't, like, it could be worse. You could be playing Chaos. You know what characters Chaos loses to this version? I could go about it right now. He loses to Lon. He loses to Mika. If you lose to Mika this version, I don't know, man. You lose to Mika. You're getting folded by Gord. You know, Hyde now got a good time because the fireball will delete him. Like Seth. Like, it can get pretty bad. But that'll be it for this discussion because we actually have to play in bracket right now. So have to play. Haha. But that's pretty much my thoughts about Carmine. I've been having a lot of fun, so if you want to play this character, you should play this character. Alright, Rick, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully that was a nice, informative conversation. But yeah, we're gonna get into the tournament now. So, gotta focus up. It's a fun conversation. Wait, what color was it on? Oh yeah, it's my jail color. He got locked up. I need Shaylee to win. That's respectable. Shady beat me the last time. What the fucking good drop. Oh, what the fuck? Ooh, see, look at the new dive pick. Look at the new dive pick. Damn, you are shielding like a madman. Nah, they gotta stop skipping intro. Oh, close. Dude, what a jump 3D, that was nice. You're not gonna ice rain me and get away with it. Oh, that was so optimal. Oh my god. He fucking died. Fucking died. That was crazy. Ice cream! Ice cream! Ice cream! I'm gonna roll that record. Fuck that. Oh, I'm fucking dying. Nah, they going him! Someone help me! What are you? What are they doing, dude? I'ma just let the wheel sit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! No! Did you see it? That was fucked up! That was crazy, that was crazy. Oh my god. Okay. This line champion. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot the own frame data on the Wii. Ooh. Oh no. You're scaring me. Oh my. Ah. You see what I'm dealing with right now? This Landrakia champion, man. What the fuck? You can't do that shit to me. Oop, I did that terribly. GG's, man. The connection was a little ass, I'm not gonna hold you, bruh. It was a little ass, but that was fine.
もっと汚して泣かして歪ませたくなるよなおい。
I think I played Cold Fusion before, so it's nice to see that they've gotten a little better with their Landrakia gaming. I'm gonna restart the stream so we don't have this VOD be the same under the same thing. So I'm gonna restart.